it's been a tough day for you so far. You've just been getting roasted. You know, it's been hard. So I'm just going to lighten it a little bit. For your fans, I guess you can say out there, what is the weirdest thing a fan has ever said or maybe done to you that you've experienced?
Alright, so we have the James Ignatowich Show. I've been gracious enough to allow Parris Todd on my show against my better judgment. So welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, James. Are you ready to get roasted?
Yeah, I'm ready to get roasted. So me and Parris have been hanging out the last 45 minutes or so, kind of rearranging this entire house. You know, there's a bunch of other paddles up there, but now we've got Selkirk paddles back there. We took all of those out of Parris's bag and 2 of them out of my bag. And yeah, Parris has been roasting me. They haven't been good, but they've been more of like good tries, I would say. So
I mean, I got some good laughs out of you so far, wouldn't you say? I think I push you more than any other girl does, that's for sure.
yeah, good laughs. That's a good way to describe my fake laugh. I think that's a good, you know, I'm definitely, that's a compliment to my ability to fake laugh. So
I think I heard your masculinity. How do you say that? Masculinity? I think I've heard it quite a bit today, actually. I mean, wouldn't you say? You just don't want to admit it.
You can't hurt something that I don't have. So
That's very true.
So, okay, let's get to the questions. Question number 1. It's a 2-part question. So, why do you like, or why did you choose the Selkirk Halo, part 1? Part 2 of that question is, do you think that if you used the Power Air, you'd stand more of a chance against me in hands battles?
Well, first of all, I beat you in every single hands battle, so that's not even a question, so I'm just going to disregard that question right there. But the reason that I actually chose the Halo is when I first was trying out Selkirk paddles, it was not what I had expected, and it was just different from any other paddle that I've used because I've always used a carbon fiber face paddle. So when they sent me the Halo, it was the very first carbon fiber face paddle. So when I got it, I was like, first of all, it looks really cool. It's very different. And I tried it and I was like, all right, like I'm signing with Selkirk, like I'm absolutely set, like this is my paddle. So.
Okay.
Have you tried the Halo?
I have tried the Halo. I didn't think it had as
It doesn't
much
have
pop.
enough power and your hands are really slow.
Yeah.
So yeah, you need a lot more pop for your hands. For me, I have so much power, I need something really soft.
Yeah, somebody like me, I kind of needed I actually used the, I didn't think the Halo was for me. I need the extra power. I need the help in the hands exchanges. And, yeah, so that's why I use it. But, okay, question 2. I've already been roasted one time. Question 2. So we've got roughly a similar amount of pro pickleball success in a very rough terms.
Similar?
So,
are you sure about
same
that,
amount of
Should we
pickleball
compare medals right now?
Yeah, same amount of pickleball medals, basically. So why do you have more Instagram followers than me?
I paid for all my followers.
That's what I suspected.
Plain and simple.
That is
Plain
what
and
I
simple.
Okay.
Maybe we should create some better content for you, James.
So I'm looking.
Some photo shoots, you know.
Yeah,
Get you in some Alice and Selkirk clothes.
Yeah, I've got the Selkirk tee right here. Best t-shirt in the game. Selkirk Sport TM. Tyson McGuffin, I think that's what the TM stands for. So I'm looking through my phone here. Okay, so the last time I asked you to play mixed doubles with me,
So
you
should
responded.
we just let everyone know that he asked me?
Yeah.
Let's just put that out there.
So,
and he
that's
sent me his
exactly
resume, and he actually had to send it to my agent. We had to, you know, kind of get a background check on him, see what he's all about, see about all that, and you know, I ended up saying no.
yeah.
So
here's the situation. I asked Parris to play mixed doubles with me. She responded, "I'll let you know soon." It's been 6 months. I guess we have different definitions of soon.
It's a hard no, James.
Okay. Well,
Just joking.
different definitions of soon.
We have some tournaments lined up together. You know, I'm gonna bless you with my presence on court.
Yeah, that's gonna be great.
The text message we had back and forth was, I'm ready to take out Anna in mixed, and with you, I can do that.
Oh, yes.
So if you want to give me a little bit more, a little bit more hype, I'll take it.
Yeah, that was, for the people that don't know, well, that was actually, I also sent that text yesterday. We played rec, me and Parris versus Anna and Rob Nunnery. And me and Parris pulled off the huge upset there, won 11-5. So that felt good. That felt great to get a nice little win, some revenge over Anna after last weekend.
Did she beat you in at the Masters?
Yeah, she beat me in 3
her
at
and
the
Dill.
Masters.
So how did that match go? Tell me a little bit about it.
I was on the right the whole time. So
that's where you belong, though.
Yeah, that's what I've been told, but I don't know because we didn't do great. I mean, I think we should have won. We were actually up 9-5 in the third game, and we kind of Dill got hot. Anna started screaming, "Come on!" and stuff. Got in our heads, and we just kind of crumbled. But
she was definitely the alpha in that match, Anna. I already know it.
She's the alpha in everything.
And just in general, yeah.
Yeah. So, my next question is, it's another 2-part question. Part 1, have you ever been to Parris? And the second part of that question is, are your parents aware that they spelled it wrong?
Actually, I was born in Parris, for people that don't know. I'm just joking. I like to usually tell people that and go with the story, but no, I was actually born in Arizona, not in Parris, unfortunately. I wish I had a better story to tell, but I just simply don't. And, when they were filling it out, my birth certificate, it was like a cursive, right? So it went over, so they didn't mean to do it with 2 R's. So now I have 2 R's in my name. But it makes me unique. It makes me different.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I was not sure because it's Parris. You spell it with 1 R, but yours has 2. So
did your parents know that giving you your last name that no one can pronounce it?
I think that's just a you problem. the kids that didn't go to college.
That's what happens when you don't go to school.
Yeah. Okay, so all jokes aside, you just got the Triple Crown, the APP. Must have been electric. How did it feel? Here's my question. How does it feel playing in an APP, playing on Championship Sunday? How do you deal with the expectations, the pressure of, you're on the live stream at these APPs. How do you deal with the expectations of all 7 of those people?
James, that's really, really cute of you, but we were actually on CBS Sports, so... Thank you for undermining me. When you're on the back courts, the taped courts of the PPA, how was that with all 10 fans watching back there? Did you make it to center court?
No, I didn't. I've got less than 10 fans. My mom didn't even show up, but that's fine. Okay, so for those of you who don't know what a Nasty Nelson is, most of you probably do. But a Nasty Nelson is where you serve the ball, and instead of serving the ball into the box, you think you serve the ball into the box, that's the right thing to do. Parris, the first time I ever played Parris, actually, I think it was the first point, served a Nasty Nelson at me. So the Nasty Nelson is where you hit the opponent with the ball, with the serve.
And you win the point.
Yeah, you win the point if you hit the opponent. So she hit me with the ball. And she hit me so hard, so precisely.
He started crying.
That, no, I had the shades on. We don't know if I was crying or not. But we do know that I actually had to call a timeout in a rec game because of it. Timeout in a rec game. You don't see timeouts in rec games unless it's 2 senior pros playing singles.
You actually fell to the floor too, do you remember that?
I think I do. So I guess my question is this. What is your take on the Nasty Nelson as a viable strategy in pro pickleball?
I don't know why people don't do it more. Personally, I haven't done it in a match, but even what I was thinking is, you're playing someone, and when, say you hit a net court, right, and it falls over and someone's reaching to go get it, and they pop it up, usually you step into the kitchen, right, which is illegal, and you just kind of hit them just to fluster them.
Yeah.
The rest of the match, they're just flustered, and you just you're up on them mentally. What do you think about that? Would you ever do that in a match?
Probably not, because I'm a nice kid. I don't know. I guess we're just.
He's just saying this for the podcast.
Yeah,
He's really not that nice of a kid.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know if I've got that in me. I mean, I think you've just got the killer instinct that I just don't have.
It's just, like Anna likes to say, it's just a freak athlete inside of me.
Yeah, freak something, that's for sure. I don't know. Okay, so let's see.
I actually have some questions for you, James.
Oh God. Oh, let me I actually have a couple more.
Okay, go ahead.
So when did you start? Well, this is a 3-part question, actually.
So
Part
from
1.
1 part to 2 part to 3 parts. Wow.
Yeah. See, so she
All right,
can
let's see what you
count.
got.
She can count. Part 1. When did you start playing pickleball? Why did you start playing pickleball?
Mm-hmm.
And then the third part of that is, did you choose to start playing pickleball because it was one of the only domains where you would be one of the more interesting people?
Well, I started playing about a year ago, and my grandparents have been playing for 10 years, and they've loved it, and they have had courts in their community forever, and they were like, get into it, come on. And I was like, no, I'm good. That's an old person sport. Like, I don't want to get into that. A lot of tennis players transitioning from tennis are like, I don't want that, because it's kind of like the smaller version of tennis, right? So they're like, oh, no, it's not for real athletes if you must. And I started, playing a little bit at the club in Newport, and someone kind of introduced me to it, and I played, and I was so bad that it drove me to be, a little bit better and to actually work on it. And just the social aspect of it was just the best thing, and just the community of people. So once I lost to some 60-year-old women in a tournament, after that I was like, I'm locked in. I know you have a similar story. You still lose to old people, so tell us about that, James.
That's true. Now my story, it's on Instagram. You can see my beginning story of my pickleball career. It's traumatizing. I don't think we should even really get into it, but there's a reason that I tried to sign up for all the split age events that I could, so I could get revenge on guys like Dane Gingrich and just older men.
I think Dane really did a number on you mentally.
He did.
You still go to counseling because of that, don't you?
Well, so here's actually what happened. So fun fact for the people that may not know. You should know, but if you don't know, it's fine. Me and Dane, we played each other in split age. It was me and Mircha versus Dane and Deckel. Me and Mircha had match points in the main draw. We had like 3 match points, and we lost. And I think on one of those match points, I was in hands with Dane. And Dane is, above 50, maybe above 55. He's an older man. He's an incredible player, but he's not a guy you want to lose hands to. And I lost hands, I think, with him on match point. And then came around winners bracket final, lost him again, got destroyed. And that's never really left me. I don't know why, but
you lose hand battles to girls as well, and especially me. So, you're kind of used to it by now, don't you think?
Yeah. I know it's tough. It takes a lot of resolve, takes a lot of mental toughness to keep playing this game. But okay, so one more question. So I don't really know how my roast questions are ending up with me getting roasted, but that's fine. That's why I'm here. So you shocked me when you decided to move from Newport Beach, California, one of the nicest places in the world. You moved at the age of 24, probably. Who cares? I don't know how old she is. But you moved from Newport Beach to Fort Myers, Florida. I think that says enough. My question alone it presents a lot of other questions, but why would you move from Newport Beach, California to a place run by people above the age of 60 and Ryan Sherry?
It just really shows my dedication to pickle from moving from Paradise to Fort Myers. Ryan Sherry literally sent a party bus all the way from Fort Myers to Newport, and here I am. I've never looked back ever since. No, but in all seriousness, there's a lot better players out here in Florida and in Naples. We have Federico, Simone, Pablo, Brendan, Ryan, Cameron, play with them on a regular basis, and it's just better training, and to have that, day in and day out when I'm home from tournaments, it just makes all of the difference.
Okay, that's a good answer.
I think your Newport Beach is like your dream place to live, because I remember in Newport last time, you're like, love it here. This feels like my home.
Yeah, I love Newport Beach. One reason why I love it is because, for those who don't know, Major League Pickleball, it's this small event. It's not a big deal, right? And you go, you play. If you win, you get $25K per person. I've only played against Parris's team once. My team was the Ranchers, her team was BLQK, and we played in the finals of Newport Beach, and this was the second Major League Pickleball event. And let's just say, you think of close matches, really tight, big matches in the final. This was not that. It was actually 3-0. Our men's was 21-12. Last mix was 21-13. It was a heartbreaker.
Do you really remember all these scores?
Oh, I just know it wasn't close. And
I think you're just making up these numbers at this point.
Well, I'm not making up the 25K that I won. So anyways.
I won 50 last year.
So anyway, yeah. But in Newport Beach, I won the 25. I had the best time of my life, and I think that might be part of it. I don't know. Parris had a great time there too, I'm sure.
Yeah, winning in Texas and also Columbus, I guess I could make both my homes and just get places there as well if we're going to go with that.
Well, that's one of the problems with Columbus. That $25K will buy you a house.
Yes, it really will. Right next to the pickleball center.
Yeah. Okay, I've got a couple more questions. This one's pretty good roast actually. So there's many people. This is the last one. This one's a little aggressive, but it's not that bad. Might have to cut this one out. But so I was at this last tournament. And there were these, there's been some people have said this, that, Parris Todd isn't just made for pickleball. She's made for TV, right? Like, she could be on TV and this and that and Hollywood. So I guess, what do you have to say? Like, what do you think is wrong with those people that think that?
Well, I think your feelings are a little bit hurt just because they're not talking about you and they're talking about me. When they say, oh, who's the hottest player in pickleball, does James Ignatowich come to mind? Probably not. So I think your feelings are slightly hurt. Just a little bit.
That's a good answer. Okay, that's all I have. Those are my questions, so now you can ask me.
Ooh, this is going to be good. Are you sure you're ready for this?
No. Definitely not.
We can cut all this out if we embarrass you too much. It's okay.
Okay.
Ooh, okay, so I've got a little bit of personal, I got a little bit of pickleball. What would you rather go into? I'll give you an option.
Oh God, I guess pickleball, because that's all I am as a person.
He plays, how much do you play a day, seriously?
In my prime, my best time, I was playing 8 hours a day sometimes, just going out all day.
Are you currently in your prime, or you think you peaked?
I'm out of it, yeah.
Yeah,
at this
peaked
point,
for sure. After MLP, you peaked so hard, you just went straight down.
I know.
I think that's why I denied you as a mixed partner. After that, I was like, he's done. He's never coming back from this.
But no, in all honesty, I play like maybe 3 hours a day now, 4 hours a day. Not as much.
That's it?
Yeah, I'm not
You don't
as...
eat, sleep, and breathe it like you used to?
I don't know. I think I'm kind of over it. I kind of just want to... once I started getting getting some little bit of money, I don't know. Now I kind of just want to...
Lost the drive.
Go get like nice food. I like to go to Whole Foods a lot and get like expensive sushi.
$20 sushi.
I'm just kind of spoiled. I'm spoiled now.
Hey, that one time we went to Nobu. How was your experience?
Oh, that
so
was
we
great.
went to Nobu in Newport Beach. There was a group of us, and James actually didn't know how to use chopsticks. Shall we talk about that? We had to teach him. First of all, we had to ask for the helpers. His ego was too large to use the helpers. Yeah. So he's there at Nobu eating sushi with his hands, and we're trying to teach him. But you did ultimately learn how to use chopsticks that night. Do you think that was a win?
Yeah, it was interesting. I had a great time. Cameron Blackwood taught me how to use chopsticks, and I was excited about it because I had never used chopsticks before, and I told my parents, I was like, guys, all those years of you roasting, because my parents love sushi and I never learned, all those years of you roasting me are gone. I know how to use chopsticks now. A week later, I get home, the lights come on, right? It's a big moment because we're eating sushi, and I'm like, guys, I can use chopsticks. Let's do this. And I just fumble. I get so tight. I crumble under the pressure, and I forgot. And my parents still don't believe me. My parents think that I was making it up. But thankfully, Parris knows, as she just confirmed, I did know that night how to use chopsticks.
So that was the one and only time you'll ever use chopsticks for the rest of your life?
Yeah, I'm traumatized now.
So do you not go to sushi at all? You just will eat with your hands?
Yeah, when I get sushi, I eat it with my hands.
So, it's very manly of you. How does Anna feel about that?
She's definitely not used to me being manly in any sort of way, but I don't know if she defines it as manly as much as she thinks that it's just gross. So.
I'm sorry, Anna. I feel really bad for you, honestly. How do you deal with this guy? Okay, let's see. What do I have here? So, what everyone wants to know, and I have been hearing a lot about, is you and Christian Alshon, right? We've seen some tweets go back and forth with both of your guys' 10 followers on Twitter, and it's a little spicy, it's a little intense. What are your thoughts on Christian Alshon, and how did this rivalry start?
Started at the age of 10. So me and Christian, our first matchup ever, first time encountering each other. I was 10, he was 10. We're actually the same age. And it was a 3-set battle in tennis. It was a super national tournament. It was like the quarterfinals, I think, of like what they call the super nationals. So it was like the biggest tournament in the country, and it went 3 sets. And all that I know is that 2 things have come from that. I won, by the way. I won that 3rd
Just to
set.
put that out
I won
there.
the 3rd set. So for me, confidence. I've always had that mental edge over Christian. But for Christian, what's come from that is a bit of forgetfulness, because he does not seem to remember that match. He's told many people that he's dominated me in tennis throughout my tennis career.
I think it's called selective memory.
Selective memory, maybe. I don't know, but I won that match when we were 10. We played again when we were 15, 16.
Did he happen to vlog those moments?
Oh, he should have. He should have.
He cut that out.
Yeah, but he beat me when we were 16, which is a little bit of more of a real thing. And that was in 3 sets again. And his last tweet, Christian's last tweet about me was, sometimes when I don't want to train for pickleball, I think to myself, I can win a PPA title before James Ignatowich.
How does that make you feel, James?
It's an honor. It's an honor to know that I am the standard. He's looking to be like me, and I wouldn't blame him, because we've played 3 times in pickleball. We played in singles. I beat him 15-6. We played him mixed. Beat him 15-10. And we played in men's, and I beat him in 3. So, is it weird I remember all the scores? Maybe, but those matches mean a little extra to me. Beating Christian is something that is just, it's never going to get old.
So you think in the next year, where do you think he's going to be? Where do you think you're going to be? How do you think that matches up?
It's funny. I've told everybody this. Not everybody, because I don't talk about Christian, because it's like, why would I waste my time? But I definitely think that Christian is going to be, he'll easily be top 10 in doubles and singles. I mean, singles he probably already is. Doubles, I think he could be top 6 or top 7. I mean, I think he'll be one of the best doubles players. Good hands, great competitor, doesn't take a point off. Power. He's got everything except for a backhand. And I think he'll be top, maybe, I think by the end of the year, it'll be like Ben, J-Dub, Riley, me, Christian. Yeah.
I think after watching this video, he's going to go and work on his backhand for days and days.
Yeah, he'll need more than days. He's been working on that thing since he was 10. It sucked then and it sucks now, so.
Ooh! All right, enough about Christian Alshon. Let's move on. Let's see. Who is your pickleball man crush?
Oh, Christian Alshon. No, what?
I feel like it's Tyson. I feel like you fangirl over Tyson. Every time you guys are together, I just feel this energy. I mean, you guys just, I don't know what it is.
I mean, I would say that this is a great question, by the way. My pickleball man crush is actually Jay DeVilliers. I mean, God,
I don't think that's how you say his last name. Or sorry, Jay.
Whatever it is. I don't know. All I know about Jay is that he is...
It's the accent for you, huh? It really does it.
The accent.
The bandana.
The touch of, he's a little feminine too, which I like.
Yeah.
And he's handsome. And he's
Oh, I almost dropped my phone. All right, let's see. So, other than me, who is your dream pickleball partner?
Probably in mixed or men's?
Both.
Okay. In men's, it's Tyson McGuffin, of course.
You already have that. You're locked in. You guys are locked in for the year.
Yeah, I'm playing the year with Tyson, and Tyson is a beast. He's one of the best. I think he's maybe the second best right side guy in the game. Yeah, I mean.
Don't you play right though?
No.
You don't play right with every single partner?
I would play either side with Tyson because he's such a stud. I really would. I mean, I think he's we had this tournament this past weekend. We took a game off J-Dub and Dylan, and I don't think he missed a dink or a drop the whole tournament. The guy is just so solid. So I couldn't ask for a better partner. And then in mixed, outside of, well, you said outside of you, but I don't really think.
If I was to ask you that question differently, would you say it was me?
No.
That's not what your text said.
I would say Anna Lee. Oh my gosh. I would say Anna Lee. She's on my Major League Pickleball team.
So are you guys actually playing together, or are you?
Depends if we want to keep it fair. You know, I mean, if me and Anna Lee play together, we're not going to lose. She's
well, she'll be on the left side for sure.
I'll put her on any side. I'll get out of her way. I'll do whatever it takes. Anna Lee. Then probably, I don't know. That's a tough one. Probably Jessie, or, you know, you're pretty close up there. I don't know. We'll see.
He doesn't want to flatter me too much.
I don't want to give you credit, but yeah, maybe Jessie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anna's not in this conversation.
No. She's too much pressure.
I think you just want to go out there and you just want to beat her. Like, that's your goal for the whole year.
I love to beat her. I mean, well, I just can't play with. I mean, if I play with Anna and we lose, it's
not good at home. You're sleeping on the couch.
Yeah, not good at all. So I'd rather just beat her. You know.
She's not going to buy you any sushi. I mean.
That's true. Yeah, she.
Because we all know she pays for the meals.
Oh, she pays for all my stuff.
Oh, she's your sugar mama for sure.
Yeah, that's why I like her.
Oh man. Okay, let's see here. Okay, let's go more into personal.
Oh God.
Do you have any tattoos?
No, I don't have any tattoos. I want to get. I mean, actually, I wouldn't get them, but if I could rock them like Tyson or Christian, I would.
You don't want to get your logo just slap on your chest?
I don't even have a logo, but if I did, maybe I'll
what
get
about the Selkirk logo, like right on your face?
I'll get the Tyson logo right here. Just Tyson McGuff.
Just right on your heart.
Everything. Yep, that's my boy.
Have you, well, so what is, first of all, we know you don't have fans, but I'm just going to kind of build up your ego a little bit here and make you feel a little bit more masculine today, because it's been a tough day for you so far. You've just been getting roasted. You know, it's been hard, so I'm just going to lighten it a little bit. For your fans, I guess you can say out there, what is the weirdest thing a fan has ever said or maybe done to you that you've experienced?
So I've got 2 fans at most. I don't have
your mom and your dad.
My mom and you, and
me.
I don't really have any fans. What's the weirdest thing that a fan has done? I would say, okay, so I haven't really had any fans come up to me. I don't really know why. I mean, I've taken like maybe 2 pictures in my entire pickleball career. Nobody really cares about James Ignatowich, and I understand why. But I've had a guy who was maybe 60 years old. Clearly seemed to be a bit. He looked a little mentally deranged. He wasn't all there. And I had just played mixed against Anna Bright, my girlfriend, in Chicago. This was back in September. And he said to me, and I had lost, and it was a little bit of, I mean, of course I lost, but it was a little bit of like a back and forth in the match, like not a big deal, but it was an intense match. And he came up to me and said, I can't even say this. I don't think I can say it. Okay. You have any more questions?
You know, I think I'm just emotionally tapped out.
Yeah.
What would you say? Any questions for me?
I think I might have another funny one. If you're willing to get roasted once again.
We've just been roasting you this whole time, so it's fair that you roast me a little
So, Parris.
James.
You won the prestigious Triple Crown at the APP this past weekend. That must have been tough, I'm sure. It was, deep field. Have you ever considered making the jump to pro?
I think I'm going to stay in the 3-0 division. It's just really comfy there for me, and, I think you should come down with me because I think you're actually a 2-5. So if we can just bring you down and me at a 3-0, I think that's just fair for everyone.
Who's triple? Okay, I'm good.
He's like, I'm good.
Yeah, I can't even say that one. Okay, that's pretty good. I think that was good.
Get it all out.
Yeah.
This is your one opportunity.
Okay, one more. One more thing, real quick, sorry. Okay. So, one thing I love about pickleball is the ups and downs, right? It's anything can happen. There's big shifts in momentum. You know, especially with side out scoring, it's really just a game of momentum, and you never know. You can never really be sure if you've won the match or lost the match until it's over. So the first time I ever played Parris and Rec in singles, it was a close one.
So actually, you have had a few interviews that I've seen, and you've lied to the people. Straight up lied.
Okay, so I'm gonna, well.
Should we tell them that
the
I
truth
beat
is
you,
the first,
or
what?
that I?
That's not true. Wait a minute. Okay. No, I did not. I mean, any fan that knows the game knows I didn't lose in singles to Parris and Rec. That's crazy. But here, let me tell you the truth. So, I played Parris, and this was a crazy moment. And I kind of want Parris. I want you to walk me through, you know, this huge shift in momentum. What happened here? I was up 10-0 against Parris in Rec. 10-0, right? You think I've got the match under control.
He actually had a handicap, and he started up 10-0 for the people that don't know, because I felt horrible. He had no chance of winning, you know. He's a man, I guess you can call it. I didn't want to hurt him, you know, not too much anyway.
Okay, so I started up 10-0. I was up 10-0 because I won 10 points. That's what happened. I was up 10-0. So anyway, I'm up 10-0, and I'm thinking, I'm going to win this game, right? Like, this is... Next thing you know, we have this super long point, and Parris hits this, like, amazing winner down the line. And, like, the momentum's all with Parris now. Like,
the momentum was with me the whole time.
Yeah, she hits this huge winner down the line.
I didn't know.
So I kind of want to know what was going through your head. Like, how did you mount that huge comeback to take it all the way to 1 point, and then I won 11-1.
Should we tell them the real score here? I know you remember every score, but second game, and then I came out pretty hot, right? Came out pretty hard after that, giving him the 10-0 lead, you know, to start the handicap if you must. Coming back, what was the second game score, since you're so good with scores?
The second game was 11-5.
Ooh, I think it was 11-7.
11-7. You know what's funny? It was actually 11-6. I think we both lied.
It's just right in the middle. You gave me a little less.
Yeah.
I gave you.
Yeah, it was 11-6. I mean, I wanted to be nice, but you know, she's a good egg, good kid. You know.
I was also, you know, for those who don't know, on the court that day for about 6-7 hours. So it was a long day. If you got me fresh, it would have been very different.
Yeah, that was actually, I think, a doubles. It was a doubles day. So at that time of my career, I was only out there for 3 matches on doubles day.
I think I was actually the person to end your singles career if we really look back at this. Because after that, you had no real, no real wins. You didn't really play many singles tournaments. I just crushed his ego.
That's true.
Right then and there, it was just done.
I know. I mean,
I take all credit for that.
What does that say about Parris, that if my ego is that crushed, winning 11-6, that must mean
there was a lot of side outs, for sure. There was a lot. It was tight.
Yeah. That's all I have.
That's all I've got.
All right, so this is the James Ignatowich podcast, and this is... Remind me your name again?
It's actually London, France.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. We got whoever that is, and me, James Ignatowich, and thanks for tuning in.